Monetary trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Sin funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Side bar break, executed. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah, we stay clean. Inside the pines, that's the thing.
Yo, what is up? What's up? Let's go. Everything working? Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn this down. That's down. All right, we're rocking. What's up? We got Corey in the house. What's up? Let me just tweet this out. All right, what's up? Corey 2S, Lay in the house, Tony Gold, Jip Smith, Keegan in the house, Edson, what is up? First time here, let's go. Welcome, welcome. Orlando, Design Knob. What is going on, guys? Google Call's gonna print. Is there earnings tonight? Must have been Google, right? Oh, you're just saying in general they're gonna print. The Trump tweet, yeah. Guess where we're at? Guess where we're at, guys? Smash that like button. Guess where we're at, guys? We are at 25,000 once again. No surprise. Take a look at the hourly here. We're right back in the chop fest. Hopefully we get some good movement tonight. But yeah, we're right back in that 25,000 chop fest. Here it is. Look at this. I drew this box, I don't know, last week at some point, and we're right back in the box. Bounce right off 24,000 exactly. Crazy. Like, left that as the low. I would have bet that we would have ran that, at least tested that before we went back up, but nope. Went right to 25,000, right back up to 24,000, right back up to 25,000. 1,000 points. What do we have for a range today? Right around 6, almost 700 point for the New York range. Woo! Orlando in the house, Design. What is up, Design? Hey, John King, what is up? I'm doing good. Feel good. Had a little procedure done. Little colonoscopy. Nothing major. Just a checkup. Something I have to have done every few years. Been doing it since I was 25. Kind of sucks, but worst part is the prep, right? No eating and, you know, having to drink that stuff makes you sick. Anyways, but we are alive, we are well, and the appointment went well, so we were right back to trading, so we're ready to go. Don't stick a fork in me yet. I'm still kicking. Yeah, volatility was up crazy today. So full transparency here, I ended up activating a My Funded Futures account that I passed. Something I didn't know actually was My Funded Futures you can activate the same day once you pass the eval. I was unaware of that, so I was unaware of that. Same as Lucid, right? Oh, let's see, Trade Thinker. Same with Lucid, and I activated Rapid Count, and it's already gone. I killed it. I traded it pretty aggressively last night, trying to trade some oil and stuff, and cooked it. So you see right here, I got a pro account here. It's up 935 bucks. And I got this account almost passed here, and you only need like 50 bucks to get this bad boy passed. And I got another eval to work on. Everyone wants to know what happened to the Apex accounts. Did you blow the Apex accounts? No. Made $400 on the Apex accounts, and you can see the balances looking mighty fine. I'm thinking another big payout coming. How hard could it be? So they're looking pretty good. Paid 400 bucks on it today and walked away. I took more than one trade though. I probably took 5, 6. So Mostly traded MNQ. I did make a scalp with NQ for like $150, $200, I think. But then mostly traded MNQ on it. So they're looking pretty good. I got a few evals down here. These were rebills at 90% off. So that's where we're at. How is everyone else doing? Fiber splice, that's for a living. Honest take. Took a short from 100 on oil and scalped for 200, and I checked for power. Hour is 81. I know, guys. Who else thinks that the props are gonna be like banning oil with the volatility, right? You know, I'm thinking like, guys, I passed a Lucid account last night, which I hit DLL on it after I activated it. So that was another one too. So, but yeah, I ended up passing a Lucid account. I had $600 in drawdown left. It was one of those evals that I had, I kind of forgot about because I hit daily loss limit on it. And then it was just sitting there and I was like, oh, I'm like, I still have an eval left. So last night I was trading oil. I think I went in with like 2 minis, caught along on oil and passed the account. So made like, what, $3,500 essentially in one shot, ended up passing the account. So actually, no, more than that, like 4,000 something, right? 4,500. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It was a lot. And it basically was just trading last night. Right up in this stuff. Just kind of caught the long while I'm sitting there prepping. Caught the long and just held it. I'm like, wow, this is just ripping. And yeah, so just nuts. Went up to $119 a barrel and it's back down to 85. So oil might be an eval play tonight. If I see anything, I'll trade this eval. The other thing, what's up, Coach Fred? Traded 007 in the house. Game changer. I think I said thanks for the sub. I'm still on anesthesia, so I might forget a lot of things. No, I'm not. But Fiber Splice, Tony Lanes, what's up? How old am I? I'm 41 now, but I've been having them done since I was 25. Because I was having issues, and it's a good thing I started because, yeah, not to go all WebMD, but yeah, I mean, I probably have had, over the last, I would say, what, 15 years or so, I've had probably over 20 something polyps removed. So this is a public service announcement. Don't be afraid, get it done. It's a piece of cake. The prep's the worst, but you're at home, you know, prepping, that's the worst part, but yeah. Very something that's very preventable. You don't want it to go bad on you. So but anyways, yeah, so back to the markets. So absolutely crazy day. Market's going to open up here in about 4 minutes. Corey, the phone trader in the house. Go back in 10 years, Ray GT. Yeah. Well, it was weird. Nothing was found this time, so that's good. I don't know why. Every single time I've ever been, they found some. So nothing. Clean slate this time. Clean slate. So I'm gonna continue to eat bacon. I'm gonna continue to eat bacon. Right. Quick 7 trades equals 1 normal trade. I know, Coach Fred. Yeah. We are long in oil tonight. Dumb money. No idea. What I'm going to look for is inside bars probably. Inside bars worked pretty well last night. So we'll look for inside bars and just trying to overall price action. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it wants to bounce. Here's the thing. What I noticed, I mean, Nasdaq goes, oil goes up, Nasdaq goes down, vice versa, right? That seems to be the trend right now. It's one of those, you know, the catalyst right now is the oil, I think. So also the VIX is very high. So the VIX was very high. So the volatility is way up. So you guys want to be careful with that. It did drop some. It was up in the 30s earlier today. It dropped down to 25s. But the higher the VIX, the higher the volatility. So not financial advice or anything, but you want to trade accordingly, right? And trade a little bit smaller. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button before the market starts. Let's let everyone know we're back. God, one day off, and I feel like I was on vacation. But yeah, I was is it too late? No, it's never too late, John King. Yeah, never too late. Do I trade the IB method, Ryan Wiggins? No, not really. I'm familiar with the IB, but no. I trade inside bars, outside bars, things like that. Everyone talking about the IB now, which is cool. One of the very first things I learned was the initial balance, and it was basically trading this stuff. Market's going to open up in just a minute. We'll go and basically trading TPO charts. This is how I started. Look at that range. Unreal. So you see all these single prints right down here. I could definitely see this getting run at some point. I don't know when. But if we happen to hop in a short, I will look down into here to 759s. But initial balance kind of started with the AB price, right? So the first hour of the day. So when you look at that, if you split these, market's going to open, guys. But right now I'm going to talk just for a second. If you split the profiles, right? These are 30-minute bars, essentially, on the TPO chart. So when you talk about initial balance, this chart's actually not set up correctly. If you go to here, so that G and H, I guess it would be the initial balance. So this first hour of the day is the initial balance. Interesting enough, we put it in an inside bar, and then before it rips, but yeah, kind of neat. So that's how I ended up learning it. The old initial balances and stuff. Market profile. It's pretty valuable stuff. Go back to my bars. I want my bars back, my candlesticks, actually. It's a 30-minute chart. We'll go back to the 5. All right, so I might trade a little bit off the 2-minute too, just for funsies. But whatever we see. Right now, market's pulling back, 981 to 950s. Should have. Hopefully, we get some good volatility. But like I said, we're right back in that chop zone. If you take a look at the daily, this is where we're at. So like you're just tuning in. I drew this box days ago, and we're right back in it. Kind of crazy. Someone asked me on YouTube today. I was in My Funded Futures chat. I think it was one of my subscribers. It might have been. You're probably listening. You asked me if I was going up to 25,000, and I was just like, I don't know. Once we fill that open gap, I don't really know what's gonna happen. So we filled the open gap, and guess what? It just kept going. It just kept going, caught everyone off sides. But lots of room to the downside for repair. So we'll see. We'll wait, see if we can get a setup here. Go to the old MNQ. Let's go to like 3 contracts, MNQ. All right, we're good to go. We'll watch oil too. Might try to trade a little oil. I don't really trade oil that much. I've actually never really traded oil until yesterday. But there goes oil ripping higher. Gap up on oil. Let's take a look at gold real quick. Yeah, golden. No one who wants to trade oil, gold and silver. So boring. So base. We don't want to trade that. We want to degen with oil now. So stay alert, prop firms, because we're gonna fleece you guys with CL. You want to get rid of a gold and silver? We're gonna trade CL now. So, no, I'm just kidding. Trump's talking now. Oh no, Keegan. All right, so we'll be a little bit careful. Yeah, wild boar. Jeff Smith, what's up? The money in the house. Keegan. Yeah, that's. Hey, digital nukes. Real robot. Hey, Okato. Where's your hairnet? I know. I should have brought it home. You know what it reminded me is Big Worm. But it was he used to wear that shower cap, right? He always had the shower cap on. Or maybe it was just a hair curler. For some reason, I thought it was a shower cap. Huh. That's the Mandela effect, right? Big Worm. That's that Mandela effect. I swore he wore the shower cap, but it's hair curlers from Friday. John Walk in the house. Yeah, all is well. We are good to go. Ooh, we getting that push down now. Oh, man, we got those single prints to fill down there. Man. Are we just going to rug pull this big afternoon pump? How big's my stop? 83. Wow, 100 points. All right, let's size down. Stopped at the high. Let's see if we can get into these zero prints. I mean, single prints down in here. 2 micros, guys. I'm just going to hop in on this. Risking 343. Stops at the high. We're going to look for a bit of a cabooshin down into the 800s. If you take a look at these, let me go back to real quick. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. This is all single prints up and through here. This 2 o'clock hour. So I'm gonna look to short that. No real setup right now. This is more of an I think play. Stops at the high, risking 343 on a 150K. 2 micros. Let's see if we can break that. We'll also sling some gold and gold, silver, whatever we see. Gold is right on the VWAP. Oil looking like it wants to push up here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Trump is speaking. I kind of forgot that. Do you have a video explaining inside-outside bars or any good videos on it? Yeah, Ryan Wiggins. Yeah, it's right in my... check my long forms. It's right in there. Right here. Check out my long form stuff. You got the first inside bar here. There's one called... Futures trading strategies I trade every day, which has probably changed a little bit. I made it a year ago, so I'm constantly trying to adapt. Harami candles, the 1 trade a day setup. This one's a good one. My trading strategy for silver, which is inside bars, so that one too. Woo! We got some volatility, guys. Let's do it. Let me get rid of this. I got some lag too on Trade of 8. All right, maybe the market wants to push higher here. Stops at 24,983. Hard stop. And let's take a look at here at CL here. CL pushing down. Maybe wants to fill this little baby gap here. Kind of feeling like it. If we get stopped out here, what I'm going to do is just going to wait to see if we... I'm sweating today. Tyler in the house. RX. I ain't trading oil. Rip my funded account on it. Yeah, Peter. Yeah. Rome Dog in the house. Lost Penny. We out. Guess we're not going to get continuation on that 5 minute yet. Come on, get down there. Possible inside bar here. All right. Silver. I mean, I'm going to keep saying that. CL. Filled the open gap and is bouncing. So filled the open gap and looks like it wants to rip off it. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's very technical there. Had that open gap, came down, filled it. Now it's moving higher. Let's see if it wants to keep going. That'll be good for our little micro MNQ trade on this eval. Guys, yeah, to me, like right now, unless you're like fully degenning a eval and trying to get it past, this is like a micro only only market right at the moment. So the theory behind this, here's my hypothesis, is that we come down and push and kind of clear out some of these single prints. But who really knows? Red candles in the house. John buys distressed real estate. Brian Stonk already mastered. Yeah, that's right. Coach Fred. Yeah, they're already looking to ban it. All right, got a little inside bar here. Maybe I close this out, just wait for the break. I'm going to close this out. Negative 43 on that. I'm going to wait for the break of this inside bar. Let's see what happens. Big move like we had, you know, we could just consolidate too. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. If that's the case, that's all right. Nasdaq can just sit there all night, and I'll trade oil and gold. A little gold inside bar, long trigger, but right in the middle of this 5 minute. That's what I hate about taking the inside bars when they're right in the middle of that 5 minute ORB. So I might get in short again if we break this. Looking to take out the low. A little worse price, but it's a little more confirmation. But to be honest with you, I don't know. Don't know what this market wants to do. It feels very tricky. What do we got for news tomorrow? We got any news tomorrow? Let's see here. No real news tomorrow. We got... All right. Wow, my trade evade is lagging. There it goes. Jeez. Trying to take the break of this. I'm having some really bad trade evade lag too. We actually never broke it. Did we break it on the NQ? No, not quite. $72. So I actually hopped in a little bit early. I was trying to hop in on the as we were starting to break there, but we actually never broke. So right back to the VWAP here. This might have been a boo-boo. Coach Fred. Aokato. Quick 217. That's up. Let's go. Daryl. Red candles. Time for dinner. Have a good session. All right, RX. Thanks for stopping in. If I stream COD, who's gonna watch it? Well, I heard you're pretty good at COD, right, Red? What's the game everyone wants to play now? Arc Raiders, right? Everyone's playing Arc Raiders. Starts selling, I'm killing it tonight. Yeah, for sure. Took my first TPT payout today. Whoa, let's go, Jared. Nice buffer. I took $4,300 for your first take profit trader payout. Let's go. You must have caught that. Did you catch the long? Must have caught the long. Guys, if you took one mini off from the low, right? That's like 14 grand, right? Off from 24,000. I can't believe this was the low last night on NQ. Right there, right by the tick, 24,000. It bounced right there and never looked back. When it bounced there, I'm like, oh, that's probably gonna get rerun. I was thinking to myself, it's gonna rerun. Well, it never did. I'll keep trying to short this market here. I'm getting chopped up. CL up to. Waiting for an inside bar or something on CL. Gold, silver is not really doing much. Silver inside bar as well, not really doing much. Very lame. Hey, prop firms, you can just bring back gold and silver. It's not gonna hurt anyone anymore. It's not moving. Double inside bar here. We never broke it. I got in a little early. I'm hoping it breaks that 906 now. It might have been a little mistake trying to hop in before and instead of putting in a limit order or a market order to sell down there. A lot of volume right now. Yeah, grabbed a few dollars. Manual locked out. Yeah. So, Steve-O. Yeah. So you can see right here, manual lockout rate with Tradeovate. Pretty awesome, right? Well, guess what? Guess what I found out the hard way? It locks you out of everything on the whole platform. So if you're just trading one account at a time and you thought maybe I'd just lock myself on that account, no. My dumbass thought it was like Project X where you could just manually lock yourself out on each one of the accounts. No, I found out the hard way. I ended up locking myself out on this pro account that I was trying to trade today. Well, turns out I couldn't really trade it because I locked myself out last night at $935, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, so if you manually lock yourself out, it's whatever you have. If you have 20 Apex accounts and you're trading one at a time, you hit or actually it's not on Apex, but let's just say you have 5 take profit trader accounts and you manually lock yourself out, you can't trade any of these. So how do you unlock it? You can't, I don't think. Not until the next day. Fast 150K My Fund Futures Pro. Let's go. That's a good account to have, Tyler. You can be super patient with those ones. You don't even need to trade them every day. You just gotta place a trade every 5 days. Doesn't even mean you could just flip it, you know. Coach Fred, you caught the crude last night. Nice, Jared. Time for the 100K payout. Let's go. GTA 6 drops this year. Yeah, we think. We're hoping. Just need the market to come back. I need the market to pull back. Yep. So yeah, thinking is that we kind of run these fair value gaps, single prints down in here, inefficiencies. Yeah, no Apex lockout button yet. None on, I don't think my funded futures either. 24-hour lockout. Yeah, you can set it whatever time you want. So end of the day, 15 minutes, 30, 1 hour, or custom. I haven't looked at the custom, but yeah, you can do that. It's sweet. I'm glad it's there, but I mean, it was a little unfortunate, like I said, when I didn't mean to lock out all my accounts. All right, looks like we're pushing down here. But CL is pushing up. Yep. Come on. Break that low. Break these two inside bars. And let's take out that this session low. Break session low. What I'm going to do is move my stop up above this first 5-minute candle, actually. So I know it seems a little different, but because we haven't broke these inside bars, I'm just afraid that we push up and break those inside bars to the upside. And if they do, all right, we broke into that low there. Let's see this reaction here. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave my stop right where it is. I mean, it is not looking like it wants to flush yet. There it goes. Starting to now. Let's get the panic sellers. Get all these weak buyers out of here. Must have been the Trump pump. Hey, Flow Zone Trader with the 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Flow Zone. Appreciate that, bud. Hey, Stevie J in the house. What's up, Stevie J? Thank you so much, Flow Zone. Had a huge day paying it forward. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have a huge day. I had a decent day, but not huge. I did wreck a funded account. My funded futures funded, but nice solid base hit, but I really wasn't quite feeling like slinging some contracts, especially after I accidentally locked myself out of the pro. All right, getting a little flushed here. Nice solid 10 points here. Let's look for more. I'm looking for a session low now. Congratulations on the big day. Everyone give it up for Flow Zone. Not Flow from Progressive, but Flow Zone. Son of Wall Street, what is up? I hit huge on Apex today. Let's go. My Apexes are almost at a payout again. Here they are, Tyler. Right up there. 2,500, 2,200 through these. And then these ones are at 19, 1,500. And these are 2 evals down there. So these are old legacy accounts. These are the old Apex accounts. Hopefully we can take them to payout. All right, getting that move down here. CL pumps, Nasdaq should drop. It's kind of the theory. Right now we're holding inside that first 5-minute ORB bar though. How do you guys like the old time change if you're in a place where the time changes? Man, I hate that. Hate it. But I like it for this stream though, right? Because it doesn't feel as late. It's, you know, when I get done, I have a little extra time, and pretty soon I'll actually have some daylight after I'm done streaming, so that'll be good. Lately, past, I don't know, a few months, it's like I get done stream and it's just like it's dark, and you know, I eat dinner and sit on the couch. But now, as the daylight is getting longer, and then the time change for this stream, I might actually feel like doing something after stream. Very, very volatile right now. You can see the spreads are just whipping back and forth. Nasdaq pushing down here. Woo, there we go. There's a new low. New session low now. There we go. Take 2 off there. I'm gonna buy put a stop in here. Maybe we get that continuation down. I'm gonna target, like I'm literally targeting these single prints down in here. Probably 800s if we can keep pushing down. I'm thinking. Let me take a look at the hourly here. Maybe like this, yeah, maybe 800s, maybe take one off there and then look for a runner if it wants to go. If I place TP like down in here, I'm gonna front run that 800 here, and then one down in here. Something like that. Power micros. Oh, who else we got in the chat? Angel, what is up? Son of Wall Street. Hey Pine, does APEX lock up future? Yeah, no, Angel, it's not on Apex yet. Neither is it. It's not on My Funny Futures either. So it's just some select. It's like probably a slow rollout right now, but I would imagine you might see it on Apex soon. Tracy locks individual accounts, yeah, just like Project X, right? So that was a nice feature. Pass the top 1 elite. Oh, let's go, Yo Jim. Corey Nichols in the house. Let's go, Corey. Yeah, they were backlogged because I think because of the rollout. Just got 9 payouts approved. That's a big payout, man. Congratulations, Corey. I don't know if you took max payout or if it was $2,000 each, but it doesn't really matter because times 9 is a nice payout. That's sweet. Congratulations. Sorry you had to wait so long, but yeah, they were backed up big time. I think with the new changes, the website and all that, it was kind of ugly because I've heard some people with legacies right now are getting approved in 1 day now. So even with the old accounts. So. If you trade Lucid, Tradesie's where it's at. All right, shut up and skate. That's what I hear. Everyone likes Tradesie. Love the time change. Should always be like this. Yeah. Well, just leave it, right? Sinister Scalper, just if you're gonna have the time change, just leave it. Don't mess with it. Fortunately, I don't really have to get up that early anyway, but I did this morning for my doctor's appointment. Man, I had to get up early. Early for me. Especially going to bed at, I don't know, 1 o'clock. So I'm running about 3-4 hours of sleep. I did take about a 10-minute nap before I hopped on stream, though. All right, getting that little bounce here. Wow. Trump still speaking. Mohammed in the house. How can I learn trading? Just by watching, my friend. Just by watching. I'd start out with learning trading. I would start out with a demo account. You can go to Tradeovate, sign on with a Tradeovate account and get a demo account for free. You can actually, well, it's not quite free. You can, you have to pay for market data, but you can start there, kind of practice, learn the platform. That's the best thing. It's just learning the platform, learning like what the buttons do, learning how to make your charts, learning how to put an indicator on your charts, things like that. That's the best way. 685 is Yep. Right down in here, right? Right at the bottom, right at that base. Right now we are pushing back up here. I really don't want to get stopped out on this. Maybe I shouldn't have moved my stop at all with this volatility. Just leave it right at the high and just let the market come and get me if it wants to. But if we get another breakdown through that low, I think stop would be in a good place, unless we want to take it right back up to 25,000, which we all know the market just loves that zone. $12,000 payout. Let's go. Might look for a buy or sell. I'm actually in short. I'm in sell. Hey, TJP in the house. Made 1,100 and I'm out. Not copy trading. I'm in Q's. Go to. Yeah, Brown Studios. Yep. $1,100. Nice. CL. CL pulling back here to the VWAP here. I think CL looks like a good long, but I might get wrecked trading it. Like I said, I'm not. I could switch to the micro, but woo! So much for the looks like a good long. We just ran some stops there. So we got stopped out on Nasdaq as well. So Nasdaq, a little pump up here. So here's what I'm going to do. We break this outside bar. I'm going long, and I'm going to look for the high, ORB high. That's what I'm going to do. So what are we looking at? 45. Let me get rid of all this. Right up in here. And I'm going to look for something like this. Actually, let me just do this. Negative R&R trade, but what I like to do 84% of the time that this ORB gets breached to both sides. So that's what I'm going to look to do. Wide stop, back down to the low. I don't know, I could just get chopped up bad, but that's what I'm going to do. Instead of just getting aggressive on these momentum candles. A lot of times, guys, I talk about inside bars, outside bars, harami candles, but here I had some true serum today. So this is honestly, sometimes this is what I do. There's no secret sauce. Like literally, if I start to see the volatility really pick up on a 5-minute chart, if I see a candle like this as it's pushing a green candle, I will just hop in on a long. I will push the buy button on momentum. Like you can just feel the push, and that just comes from years of watching the chart. So I'll just use this candle's momentum, and then I'll just place the stop below. And if it goes, then it goes. If it doesn't, it comes back and hits my stop just below that candle. So be it. Same with like during the New York Open, I'll do that a lot, where we'll have a big push down or big push up. I'll just hop in. I'm not even waiting for an inside and outside bar. So I will just like hop in sometimes and just place a stop, reasonable stop, right? And then trail it. If it's really start to go my way, I'll just trail it quickly. So sometimes I'll do that. That's when I'm trading super aggressive, looking for a 1-day pay. So like when I'm taking a pro account to like a 1-day payout, because it's really difficult with the intraday trailing stop on a 1-day payout to trade a slower market, right? So I really like a lot of volatility, especially around the New York Open. and I'll push the button. And as long as you have a stop in place and you can just trail it, it's perfectly fine, right? Space is in the house. Couldn't trade the first hour of market yesterday on TradeC because they didn't change the time on their platform. Oh no, I remember when Project X did that. BAM trades. Trump's done? Oh, good. Trump's done speaking now. Moto Timo. Joyce. You can buy a 25K Lucid for 50 bucks, no rebuild. You get the market data, Tradevate, and all the functions. Kind of nuts. Yeah, that's a good way too. Is buy a cheaper eval and then just trade it if you're a newer trader. Nothing wrong with that. So I got a market order or up here at 46, a buy order. If we break that outside bar, I'm looking to go long to take out the opposite side of the 5-minute ORB, but we'll see if it triggers. CL was a good short last night. CL's wild. I will, if I see something, I see an inside bar, which we might have in about a minute. I might try to trade it, but like, please do not follow this. Don't follow any of my trades, first of all. But I might actually try to trade CL too. Let's watch that. Let's watch this for a minute. Celebrity Terry trades 100 in the house. That's what I do sometimes too. Fine, yeah. When Full Port Terry comes to town. What's up, Terry? Oh, that's cool. Yo, Jib. Is this a sell? This is nothing right now. So all I do is I look for inside bars, outside bars, and then I try to look for the breaks when in the market it's like this. But yeah, I'm just looking for a break of this. So if it goes above this outside bar candle, I'm looking to go long, and then I'm trying to target the high. The stop's going to go below. But right now we are another inside bar. I mean, it is possible that this will be the high up here. You know, because we broke the ORB low, and there is about a 20% chance. No, 15% chance, right? 16% chance. Because 84% chance is that we run both sides, but it's 16% chance that we just keep going lower. Because we already broken the 5-minute, first 5-minute candle to the downside. Excuse me. But yeah. Do I mostly trade micros? No, I don't. I trade micros when the market's volatility is way up. But no, I trade minis. I'll sling some minis. But it's definitely smarter to trade micros in this market because the VIX volatility is up there. So, Amid, everyone loves it. I haven't used it. Trade C. Everyone loves to trade C. I'll just stick with Tradevate because I don't have a reason to switch really. I just been trading on the Tradevate forever, so if a platform offers Tradevate, I'm just gonna trade it. It's got all my indicators, you know, my inside, outside bars, everything like that. So, but yeah, everyone seems to like Trade C so far. Am I gonna trade now? No, flat. Down 200 bucks. Trady Turd Boy, big shout out to Tradevate manual lockout. Yes, but don't just realize that it locks you out on all your accounts, not just one, which is horrible. Please fix that, Tradevate. Please fix that. Miss K in the house. Trader University, I'm back. 230 people watching. 83 likes. Let's get those likes up. Thank you so much. JLB in the house. Very powerful inside bar strat on CL yesterday. Oh yeah, I already forgot. CL right here, inside bar. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's take the long off the inside bar. Let's put a stop. down below here. Let's switch to, wow, already up 230 bucks on that. Ripper, 300 bucks. I think I'm way over leveraged. Way over leveraged. 300 bucks. Okay, we can switch to micros next time. All right, we are long CL off that inside bar. A quick 300. Stops. Wow, stops 950. Eesh. Yeah, definitely should have switched to micros on that. Noted. Noted. But we are still long here. Let's get that pump. Procedure went well. Yeah, we're good. Learned today that it's all the accounts. I know. I learned the hard way too last night. I was so angry. What I did is I locked myself on this pro account right here. So I was like, oh, I hit the 50% consistency. I mean, not the pro, but the eval. And woo, ripper. Come on, let's get some momentum here. So, not financial advice, guys, but I would be trading micro silver. That's MCL if you guys are trading micro silver. This mini is a little bit too much. I'm risking $900 on this trade, and I don't want to be. I could get out right now, but you know, degenerate heart. All right, let's take it off. I'm scared. $352 on that trade right here. Let's switch it to, let's put an MCL chart on here. That's a little bit much. I did not want to risk $1,000. Yeah, nice little inside bar along there so far. Let's put my indicators on here. There we go. This is the MCL chart. Let's change this to MCL. Let's do this. That's good. All right. We can hop back in actually. I'm gonna hop back in on a long. Oil, 2 micros. Let's stop at 87.28. Risk 200 bucks. That's more like it. Maybe we got what we need out of it, but see if we can hold above that VWAP. But yeah, nice little scalp long off that. Quick. So if you're trading an eval, you know, it's if you can get some momentum off that, it's not so bad. But man, if you gotta like place a stop down below and risk 950 bucks, that'll cook your account pretty quick. All right, are we still triggered in here? Are we triggered in on the Nasdaq yet? No. Huh. I'm actually gonna take off this Nasdaq buy, I think. I'm gonna take that off. Look at this. Go back to CL here. So right at unrealized even on the account right now. See if it really wants to move. See if it wants to cook. We do have some gaps up here too on a 5-minute chart. Gaps and inefficiencies and all that good stuff. So we might try to run that. If we do start to run that, the Nasdaq's probably going to push lower. SIS micro silver. Did I say silver? I keep confusing CL with silver. I don't know. I keep saying that. MCL. Yeah, I probably mixed that all up. It's okay because according to my paperwork right here from the doctors, I'm not supposed to do any critical thinking. It says right here. Do not operate heavy machinery or do any critical thinking. So if you guys are trying to follow my trades, you're crazy. No critical decisions. And do not do anything that requires coordination or balance. Do not operate machinery and do not drive. It says it right there. Doctor's orders. Degenerate harder than InstaCell? Yeah. What's up, bottom 9? We are long off this inside bar. We scalped it off the mini for a good 350 bucks. Got it back, my account back into positive, and then I decided to hop back into the micro to see if we can get a little more of a squeeze up through the highs. And so far, we have pulled back to the VWAP. See if we can hold it though. All right, MNQ. MNQ sitting right on the VWAP, so sitting right on the VWAP. Now, here's the thing. No more Tokyo Open in the first hour of my stream, right? So usually the first hour, then you get the Tokyo Open. Well, Tokyo, they don't change the clocks because they're not weirdos like us. So here's the Tokyo Open. So here's the next hour right here, and then here's 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central. Tokyo Open starts. So unfortunately, we're not going to get that blast of volatility during my stream, which I was kind of liking. That's all right. We'll still sling some contracts. So hopefully the market just doesn't go dead for the next hour. Yo, Jim. I always do good on my demo accounts right after blowing my evals. Yeah. Adrian in the house. What's up? Adrian in the house. Big YouTuber. See that when they're highlighted? That means they're a big YouTuber. Adrian has a gaming channel, which is pretty neat. Pine High's how's the health? Strong as bull. Good. Yeah, nothing to report, which is always good, right? What time does Take Profit Trader update? Usually during my stream, so first hour or two after market closes. Yeah, usually like an hour and a half after market closes usually. And they actually been paying really quickly. So Take Profit Trader guys, they've really upped their game as far as getting the payout. I requested the other night after the market closed, and I had my payout really quick, like super fast. So go big or go home, Sinister. Yeah, no problem, Layman. Sometimes someone comes in our chat and says, hey, it's all updated, so that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up? Sports Don in the house. Hey, stranger. Rolling in the sun since I last traded at night. Fall of last year, football season. Yeah, busy time. Now it's getting busy with the whole NFL draft and the off-season stuff, or people picking up free agents and moving money around. Chris in the house. What's the maximum payout for 50K, 150K per... which prop firm, Chris? Take Profit Trader? Or which prop firm? TPT? So the maximum payout in one day is 10,000. Well, the maximum you can make in one day is 10,000. So if you, let's say on this pro account right here, if you look at the, I'll show you. If you go to, let's see, Pro, and you go to, oh yeah, daily profit trigger right here, $10,000. So that's the most you can make in one day, right? So they'll lock you out. Like that's the most. You know, they have to protect their firm, right? They can't just have someone, you know, catch the low at 24,000 today with 15 minis and make $1 million, you know. So 10,000 in one day, but there's really no max. 50K as well, 25K as well. Yep, Chris. I mean, Coach Fred likes when I talk about my past payouts, but but yeah, I took a 25K to 10K one day, and they lock you out. So that's per account. Yep, that's per account. But as far as max payout, there's no real max, right? They'll move you in a lot, a Pro Plus. We're still in this trade. Sorry, guys. I was in the wrong chart. Still in this trade here. Wrong charts. Still holding that low on that inside bar. Beautiful scalp if you took it. We're looking for a little more. Maybe we push up through the highs. But yeah, there's no... so usually if you make... what they're looking for is consistency, right? To move you into Pro Plus. So you start seeing that consistency, and they start seeing that consistency, and they'll move you to Pro Plus, and which is a good thing because of the 90-10 split. This is a goal of mine, but I am not consistent enough on my Pro accounts to do it. I am way more consistent on accounts that have consistency rules than accounts that don't have consistency rules. This is a problem of mine. Like I am really good at taking base hits and walking away, but I'm really bad at over trading on no consistency accounts. So I am nowhere near consistent enough yet. But this is gonna be a goal. Hopefully I can get. My goal is to get 5 150K accounts and then over the buffer, and then that way I can just start trading a little bit smaller, but yet feeling like I'm getting a bigger payout, right? So if I have 5 accounts and I'm just trading 2 or 3 micros and I make $200 each, you know, that's $1,000 a day trading micros. And that's instead of me like looking for $1,000 on one account, trading you know, a little bit heavier size, whether it's a mini or 5 or more micros. So that's gonna be a goal of mine. So oil dump, Nasdaq pump. Yep, exactly, Jesus. That's exactly what's happening. I mean, you could put these, you could put them side by side, Nasdaq and oil right now, because it's very, I think it's very, the oil news is affecting the Nasdaq and the overall market. So if all of a sudden oil just starts ripping higher, I would be willing to bet the Nasdaq starts to drop. Right now they're both just hanging out, not really doing much. All right, get a little pump here. Let's just for experiment here. Let's see if we can get a. Well, I can't get my brackets to work. Why is it every single time like I swear if I take a day off, everything stops working. Like I hopped on stream, the camera wasn't working, the mic wasn't working. I'm like, it was just one day off, one night. All right, let's see. There we go. Let's see if we can squeeze a 1-to-1 out of this. This is kind of an experiment. 89. Something like that. Yeah, design knob actually. kind of brought this to our attention the other night in chat, where he was like, hey, check out the gold inside. I mean, sorry, I told you I'm going to do this all night. The oil inside bars, they've been kind of popping off. So that's what we're trying to trade right now. And I don't know if you can quite squeeze a 1-to-1 out of them, or if you can get a 2R or 1.5R, or maybe just even a half R on momentum is perfectly fine, right? Negative R&R's trades work as long as your win rate's high. Adrian in the house. I was down today until the pump in the afternoon. Yeah, the pump was nuts. Yeah, if you caught that pump, it got you out of the hole for sure. I didn't even know what happened. I know. I wasn't paying much attention, and then I was just like, holy cow, look at that market pump. I actually was fine on my Lucid accounts today until the market pump, and then I got caught up in a little bit during the MOC. End up hitting a daily loss limit. Oh yeah, it was all it. Yeah. Not sure why I buy that. I know. It's just, I hate news-driven market. Like, we could get a tweet now. I mean, he was speaking earlier, and we could get a tweet here in any moment, and it could just send the market nuts, right? Or another rocket gets shot. It's just nuts. It's really tough to trade these types of markets, these news-driven markets. And look at Nasdaq just sitting right on the VWAP. So I'm very glad that I'm out of that Nasdaq trade right now. Right now we're long oil, and let's take a look at gold here. Gold, nice little pump on gold, little inside bar long. I missed it. See right here on the 5-minute. This first 5-minute inside bar failed miserably, but once we swept the low, we are pumping. This is something I want to check on Edgeful. How often this gold 5-minute, first 5-minute Goldbex bar gets breached to both sides. Because where Nasdaq's 84%, I'm very curious about gold. Very, very curious. All right, CL just chopping around. Top of the hour here in 4 minutes. So everything just pumped like crazy. Oil dump. Yeah. I have TBT done. Oh, let's go, JM Hardy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop yourself out at the 10K line. Yep. Take another trade. Yep. Yeah, you can do that too. You can stop yourself out before 10K. Come back the next day. Keep trading it. If you chose, if you wanted to make more. Benny, yeah, the trailing drawdown is hard. Yeah, it is. That's why trade day, guys, if you guys are trading, if you guys like your daily payouts, trade day has end of day accounts, right? So trade day, I don't talk about them that much. I just haven't, be honest with you, I just haven't really been focused on them. But I need to change that. But trade day, guys, I've gotten multiple payouts with trade day. Very, very good company. They have intraday trailing accounts, and they have end of day accounts, right? So end of day trailing drawdown. So it doesn't trail you throughout the day. And they also have static accounts. So use code PINE, get you the best discount. PINE with a capital P for trade day. Very, very good company. They've been around for, I think, since I don't even know, I feel like 2015 or something like that, but been around a while. I've gotten some payouts with them this year. already. I just haven't been trading them much. But it's basically the same thing as take profit trader. You just can't make as much in a single day, right? So you can't make 10K on a single day. They're pretty quick to move you to live. So, but if you're looking at getting daily payouts with an end of day account, same thing, you know, 50K account, you get it over $2,000, you can take daily payouts pretty much. So yeah. Trade day. Pat's Trader Daryl, what's up? Rome Dog. What's the benefits of 150K over 50K? More drawdown. That's it. I mean, it's more drawdown. So anytime you buy an account, you're basically paying for the drawdown, right? So when they say a 50K or a 150K, you just want to look to see how much they have on with the drawdown. And that's essentially what you're paying for. So it's more drawdown that allows me a little more room to put on a little more size, right? So I can trade it a little bit, but all the profit targets are much higher. So I do like 25K accounts. I think they're sweet. I find in this market, for me personally, 50Ks are the sweet spot. And then with Take Profit Trader, I do like the bigger accounts because I can hold on to them a little bit longer while I'm like, because I use Take Profit Trader Pro accounts as my degen accounts in a way where those are the accounts I push the button on if I'm feeling like I really want to trade a volatile market. Whereas like when I'm copy trading my Apex accounts, those are my babies, and I'm trading those with micros mostly, you know. So when I'm copy trading all those accounts, those are like protected. These accounts, this pro account, things like that, this is the account that I'm gonna like really like push my winning days, things like that. So I want a little bit more size to do that, but you don't need it because 25K, the thing about 25Ks and 50Ks, I would, if I catch a trade during the market open and I catch a good move, you know, I can get over the buffer on a 25K and a 50K way easier than getting over a 4,500. And of course, they're a pain in the ass to pass too, right? Because you're gonna make $9,000. So I used to think you needed 150Ks when I first started trading. I always bought 150Ks. And then I quickly learned that that was a mistake. And I should have just, as a beginner, I should have been just trading 50K accounts. Because when I started trading 50K accounts, I became a lot more, that's when I became a little more consistent getting payouts with 50Ks. And then for the longest time, my largest payout ever was with copy trading 25Ks. So now that I'm a little more experienced as a trader and I'm evolving, I can kind of sling around a 150K a little bit better. But with that being said, I still trade 50Ks on Apex. So I got mostly 50Ks. You can see it right here. Here's my Apex accounts. These are all 50Ks, see? And then this 300K is a rebill. That's 90% off. That literally cost me like $18 and it's recurring. So I just keep that one. But yeah, all these accounts right here are all 50Ks. I do like the end of day 150K my Apex accounts though. I think that is a pretty good sweet spot. You like trade day, Chris? 5 days pass eval? Yeah, Chris. Yep. That's the thing. It's a little more of a pain in the butt to pass the evals. Trade day is a winner. Sports Don says. NQ dumping. Well, then CL should pump. Yeah, NQ's trying to push down here, but really just not. It could just keep fading. Man, that was a pretty big rejection off that 5-minute ORB. It'd be interesting when Tokyo opens, but man, I kind of agree with you. I think the NQ has some repair down here. If we can breach that low. Right down into You know, this zone. Just gotta be patient with it, you know. If you're short, stop at the high. Tonight, patience is gonna pay off, I think. I'd love to see oil reclaim this VWAP here. How much is the daily payouts? As much as you really want. I think if you make, what is it with trade day? You have, if you make over 5,000, you're supposed to kind of hold off a bit, right? So that they can review your account, like 5,000 in profit or something like that. But yeah. I mean, you take 3 trade day accounts, you start making $300-400 a day on each one of those accounts. That start pocketing $900, you know, just from taking a daily payout base hit. Really can change the way you think about prop firms. Now, I love my Apex accounts. I love my MyFunded Futures, Tradeifys. I really do. You guys know I still trade them, but they all kind of go on the back burner until I have a daily payout account over the buffer. Once I get the daily payout account over the buffer, then I'm like, I feel much better about trading my other accounts. Because like when you get a market that's moving up like this and you're like, ooh, or one of your setups, if you have an A+ setup and you're like, you ever have those days where you're just like, oh, look at that A+ setup like starting to appear and you can't wait to sign into your account because you're like very confident about the trade? That's when I like to push the button on Take Profit Trader. Bear Trader in the house. Coach Sat, can you explain static? Yeah. So if a static account, let's just say you have $1,000 in drawdown, it never moves. So it never trails you. It's literally like having $1,000 account, right? So if you have $1,000 drawdown static, if you make $1,000 that day, the next day you now have $2,000 in drawdown, and it never moves, right? That 1,000 stays. So really good. Static is awesome. It's just that they don't really offer that much for drawdown. Let's see. 25K Lucid's. Yeah, guys. 25K Lucid deal is insane, guys. Please use code PINE for Lucid. I'm back trading with Lucid. I got some accounts. I got some evals I'm trying to sling around. We got Terry Trades in the house, celebrity. My co-host on MyFunded Futures TV. Not really my co-host, but I guess it's a co-host. We don't do the same segment, but I got to kick Tom out, and then I could just do the segment with Terry. But no, we love Tom too. Terry, did you say you got a payout? Is that what you said? Maybe I missed it in the chat. It says, but payout tomorrow, it says. Apparently, Terry got a payout tonight. Let's go. It says, but payout tomorrow. So. Gonna request tomorrow. Let's go. Who'd you get it with, Terry? Smart. All right, thanks, Sports Don. That's the best play for the professional trader all over it. Thank you, buddy. Well, we might get stopped out on the CL, so we caught some of it. We ended up going in, looking for a 1-to-1, not really paying yet. I haven't got stopped out quite yet, but it might be soon. So we took a little scalp with the mini off that first inside bar, but experimenting to see if we could get a 1-to-1 out of it. It looks like we got a half hour out of it. Not quite the 1-to-1, but it's all right. Congratulations, Terry, on the payout. Anyone else get a payout today? Locked in? I know a few people did. Anyone pass an eval? Like, it's not always about payouts. Sometimes I forget that, we're all on a different journey. You know, some of us are just starting out, so it's perfectly okay not to be getting payouts yet. But just passing an eval or maybe walking away on a red day is a big accomplishment, right? Saying, I have a red day and I walked away without blowing my account. That's a big one. Tom will fight me. All right, stopped out on that micro CL trade, so it's still right back down to $200. So we made $200 back, or $300 on that first push, and then we lost it on hopping back in, where Nasdaq is just nasty, choppy price action at the moment. So let's look at gold. Outside bar break on gold. Don't know if I love it. I don't like it. I like inside bars on gold. Let's take a look at YM. YM looking like a little sneaky long, but if we can break this trend line, and Nasdaq is just right back to the VWAP. It's actually, I don't know. I just don't trust it. I mean, you take a long and then you push this back up to here. And then pulls right back to the V. It's like, what do you do? So down $200, and CL is pushing lower, trying to. Sports done. Dwight. I started with 3 150Ks. Worst decision I ever had. Most beginners think more is better than back in the beginning. Yeah, Dwight. Yeah, I mean, I think 25Ks and 50Ks are a pretty sweet spot, and it forces you to trade a little bit smaller. Like if you get a 25K account in this market, very, very difficult to trade a mini. Like you probably shouldn't even have minis on your charts. And you know, it'll teach you to, if you guys ever want to like try to practice to newer, this is for newer people maybe, but if you ever want to practice you know, about sizing, is just try not to look at your P&L, right? It's hard. But like if you're in a micro or 2 micros, just count your points. So like this is how many points I got off that trade. Like, ooh, like this, you know, this first inside bar, you know, I got 30 points. And, you know, journal that instead of your P&L. And you'll find that really helps you, because essentially if you start to scale up from there by counting your points, there's not much difference, right? I wish you could just put ticks on the charts and not see a P&L at all. That would be pretty helpful some days, because there's some days, not every day, where I'm just constantly staring at my P&L than actually what's on the chart. Like I'm looking at the you know, how much money I'm making or losing, instead of looking at what the actual chart is doing or what the market's doing. Those are usually pretty bad trades. But if you start counting your points and being like, oh, I just got, you know, if I take this first 5-minute ORB break, you know, I back tested it, I could get 100 points out of it, or 50 points. You know, it can be helpful. Yeah, Sports Down. I'm on My Fun and Futures TV every single morning at 10 a.m. I almost forgot what time, but yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern time every single morning. My Funded Futures for 30-minute block. Sports Dons, 30-minute block. So it's a quick, short segment. And last Friday, I caught 100 points on stream. So I caught 100 points on YM. Or I should actually, that's a lie, 99 points. But I got 99 points. I'll go on there and I'll trade gold. I think the day before that I traded gold. So I'll trade everything. I'll trade gold. I'll trade oil, silver, Nasdaq, YM. So I only got 30 minutes. So I'm constantly going back to the charts, looking for a nice setup, and then I'll take it. Gonna get a couple 50Ks. Let's go, Jesus. Just remember, vote Terry. Yeah. What I do that Terry banned you, Sabak? I don't know. Did Terry ban you, Sabak? I don't know. I see you. Congratulations, Terry, on the payout. That's awesome. Exciting. Payout party with Terry. Oh, who else we got it on here? Terry's requesting a payout from Lucid, code Pine. And you know what? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be instant. Still struggling, Adrian? Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I mean, man, I go through some ups and downs myself. Lately, this year's been great. This year's been really great. But, man, I probably like twice a month, I kind of feel tilty. And I just start, blowing accounts. Sucks. Denny is a joke. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a SK. Yelling at Denny, probably. We were missed this morning. Ryan Wiggins, Terry was missed. No one even knew I was gone. I'm just kidding. You just bought 5 Lucid accounts, 25Ks, using code Pineamide. Thank you so much. Which accounts did you get? I'm curious. Denny Knob in the house. Yeah, tomorrow we're back. Tomorrow's gonna be lit. My Funny Futures TV. All right, I'm watching for a trade, guys. Right now, I'm not seeing anything. We are doing the sideways action. Is 25K worth it, or should we go to 50K? It's tough to say. I mean, like I said, I like 50Ks, but there's a lot of people in here that like 25K accounts. There's a lot of people do very, very well. Some people do better. It kind of depends on your style of trading. A little bit easier to get over the trailing drawdown with the 25K, but I do like 50Ks. I do like those 50Ks. Oh man, look at this market. What do we do? Is Denny still broadcast? I think so. I think he's on with SK, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Terry says no. He's still helping with SK. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm way behind in the chat. I gotta get caught up. Silver's moving. Oh yeah, silver's moving. Let's take a look at gold here. Wait, nothing's really moving like together, Silver's taking off. Gold's trying to go higher, but yeah, thanks, Sports Don. Yeah, it's good. It's good for the channel. Little 30-minute segment. I couldn't really pass it up. I mean, when they handed me that $1 million check for a year, I was just like, I mean, for 30 minutes worth of work. I mean, come on. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's like PW talk right there. Have I ever tried FTMO? Well, no. That's Forex stuff. No, I've never tried any Forex stuff. Have Design co-hosting with SK? That would be funny. All right, we are right there. Short 95.5. Why did you long? Yeah, helpful. Yeah. Flex accounts, nice. Lucid Flex. Your mentor is banned from FTMO. Yeah, I just trade futures props, Moam. I just trade futures props. So take profit. Here's the ones I trade right now. Take Profit Trader, My Funny Futures, Apex, Buellnox, Lucid, Tradeify. Those are the main ones I trade. I haven't traded Top Step in months. I just don't feel the need right now. There's nothing wrong with them. You got your PayPal banned? Took 2 payouts and they're holding my funds for 180 days. Any advice? I don't know, Benny. That's weird. I don't have any payouts going to PayPal. That's weird. Your PayPal was banned. I don't know anything about that. Anytime I can do ACH or something like that straight to my bank, that's what I do. Who said I banned them? Zabak. Zabak says you banned them, Terry. Hey, you crossed Terry. And then full port ban Terry comes out. And she drops the ban hammer. Are you really banned from My Funded Futures chat, Zabak? Giant bull flag, Big Mike? Possibly, yeah. Yeah, if you look at the big picture, yeah. All right, something like that. Oh man, it is nasty right now. Really, I'm just gonna sit on my hands until we break out of this, which unfortunately might not be anytime soon. Let me know in the chat if you guys see the Nasdaq breaking out. Take a look at gold here. Gold's starting to follow silver. So silver's breaking out. Gold is starting to break out here. Oil. Ooh, another oil inside bar here. Did we try it? If we lose, it's the design's fault. I think I'm late though on it. Let's see if we can get in on a little micro pullback to hop in. Stop's gonna go at the low. So this is another experiment. See if we get a pull back to 88.01 on this candle here so I can hop in long. And we just measure this out. Come on, fill me. Can you fill me? It's a little 0-day impression. 0-day isms. Come on. Trying to get a fill here long. I was not looking at that chart. I ought to set up a bracket though. Let's look at let's do like 20. Let's do like MCL. Save. Let's click on this. Let's click this off. Let's do that. Something like that. Come on. Man, it almost filled me, just not quite. So this would be the TP up here if we push up. See, this is where all you need is a trading view chart, right? You don't actually take the trade, but you put the green and red box. And then you say you took the trade. And if it goes to your TP, win-win, right? If it doesn't, win-win. You didn't lose anything. If you know, you know. Well, doesn't look like I'm going to get filled here. I'm not going to, I don't like it now. So I'm just going to take this off. Unfortunately. Come on. So yeah, I missed the entry there, but this is what we've been talking about, these inside bars. been paying pretty good on the oil. Get some nice scalps out of them. You might not be able to get one full 1-to-1, so it might be a negative RR trade. Don't really know. No back testing yet on it. Just kind of been trading them on my own free will. Looking for little scalps. Same on 2-minute chart on NQ. I've been looking at these outside bars and just getting little scalps off them. So you can see they pay really well. So this is something I'm gonna make a video on probably, is these outside bars on NQ on a 2-minute chart. So not the inside bars, but the outside ones. You can see the breaks and just look for little scalps, right? So you can see the break long here, short here. So this one worked, this one worked, this one worked. You know, stop always goes above, and then this one's paying off, and then this one's another outside bar here, and this one's paying off. So you can see they're actually on fire. And we figured that out the other night when we were forward testing, because we were looking at the inside bars, and the inside bars were horrible. So they were about, well, it wasn't horrible, but it was 50-50 with the inside bars. But the outside bars went 4 out of 5 that night. So, and they were like, we were looking for 1-to-1. So you risk $100, looking for $100. So yeah, almost at TP there. Full TP. And might have gotten it. Let's take that off. I don't want it to come and take me, hurt me in the long. So now I'm having FOMO. Well, that's okay. There's always gonna be another inside bar. There's always gonna be another trade. Same with this one. These have been paying very well too. So interesting. Nasdaq pushing down here, coming down to the trend line of resistance. Will it break? Yo, Pine, I just passed my second TPT account and was moved to a live. I'm currently down a little over 900, just trying to take tiny wins. Getting advice? Yeah, I mean, Jay, just, you know, just remember that. Here's the advice. There's no rush. You don't need to make back that $900 tonight. There's absolutely no need. You can make it back in just little bits and pieces. Keep trading your edge. The same edges that you took to pass those take profit trader accounts. Just keep trading that edge. It'll all play out. Size down. If you feel like you're not confident right now, size down. Maybe 1 or 2 micros. Even take a little break, because as long as you take a trade every 5 days with most prop firms to keep them active, there's no rush. You have that account now. You don't need to rush it. You know, you don't need to rush it. I'm guilty of it. I rush my accounts sometimes. But the more patient I am with the accounts, it's a crazy, like, the less I think about my accounts, the better I trade, and the more payouts I get, and the faster they build. Like my Apex accounts, I very rarely, I don't even care, but like I care about them, but I don't think about them at all. And they're slowly building. Hopefully I can continue, but I'm almost to another bigger payout, right? So there's no rush, right? Because I have the lifetime activation fee. Zero rush. All right, right at that trend line of resistance. Another inside bar here on Nasdaq. So here's the thing. If you look for a 1-to-1, the only one that I don't think would got a 1-to-1 so far is this candle here. Yeah, not quite a 1-to-1, but you would have got a beautiful scalp off it. But everyone else, every single inside bar outside bar, I mean, paid. Even this one right here, this one paid a 1-to-1. This one you would have still been in this trade, so you actually wouldn't have taken this one. But it's still in effect. If you look here, right there. Well, actually didn't quite tag a 1-to-1. Close. So maybe the 1-to-1s are not quite. Still could push down there. That 900, it bounced off that 901. But still in play. We'll see. Just an experiment, just something I've been looking at. Sherry likes the 2-minute inside outside bars. Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, so the other night they didn't work that well, Sherry, on the inside bars, but that was just during Globex. Now during the day, I don't watch for them that much, but perhaps they're better. But the outside bars are money. They've been money. Been work for you on 2-minute. Nice. It's Coach Fred. Day 2 of 50K eval, and now at 1800 profit. Good advice not to rush it. Yeah. Rome Dog. Yeah, you don't need to rush it. When I first started trading prop firms, you had to trade them for like 14 days. An eval. People bitch about 5 days now, but like one eval, I think it was like 14. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it was 2 steps. You had to make $9,000 twice to pass a 150K. So you had to make $18,000 just to get moved to a funded account. So now with the 1-day pass and everything, 5 days seems like forever, but really you should just slow down. Now I don't with my evals. I'll be transparent about it. I tend to sling them for the fences, but yeah, you're better off just taking your time. And especially when you get to the funded account, there's no rush. You have them for life. Just treat them like a personal. I believe that most of us will trade 100% better when we get our first payout. Feels unreal to actually pass an eval, so we just take it seriously and take our time. Yeah. Yeah, I remember like passing my eval. So I would pass an eval pretty, not easily, but when I got to the funded stage, I would just blow it. I would blow it right off the bat, probably on day 1 or 2, maybe day 2 max. I would just blow those accounts, and yeah, it took me a long time. It took me almost 3 years to get a payout, guys. To get my very first one. I didn't trade props like I do now, where there's like so many to choose from. Back then I was trading Top Step, and that was it. And then I ended up trying Apex. Ended up trading Apex. And that was the first payout I got. So, yeah. Is that true, RTH, for the 2-minute? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yep. We're right back on the VWAP here. Let's take a look at gold and silver. Well, you see that gold, that hindsight, right? This is hindsight, but like if you guys are interested in trading inside and outside bars, things like that, like take a look at these oil inside bars. Beautiful one there. We took a nice little scalp off that one even, but it really didn't pay as much as I would hope. But yeah, just a beautiful reversal right there. Had a nice sweep down lower, made a new session low, put in an inside bar, and just ripped. So obviously all in hindsight, but I missed it. You can see like right here, this one didn't work. This one worked really nice. This one didn't work. But during Globex, it's been working pretty well. Design Knob's been trading them, I think. Get rid of those. But yeah, interesting, right? Pine gold pulling lower. Let's take a look at gold. Nasdaq's not doing anything. Yeah, gold's pulling lower. No, not many inside bars. You had the very first one. Oh, we actually have two. We've had two inside bars, and this one didn't work. This one worked really well. So 1 for 1 on the gold inside bars. Silver, a little tricky. Yeah, yeah, appreciate that, Jay. I hope, I mean, really it's easier said than done, but like really try to take it to heart. Like just remember, like you don't have to rush it. Like how many days have I been trading on these Apex accounts? Let's take a look. I'm trading them pretty well, but I know I'm over in 8-9 days, which is pretty quick, but let's take a look. Since the market's not doing much, let's take a look at my calendar. Just gotta get signed in here. So yeah, so here's my Apex accounts. You know, I'm just kind of grinding along. So $266, $266, $266, $336. Took a loss there, $137, $368, $261, $266. Lost $111 there. So 2 losing days. Broke even that day, $4.68, $344, $414. And we're practically in payout land. So just little base hits throughout the day is really, and those are copy traded. So that's I mean, those are good days, and you don't even have to do that. I mean, if you just make $100, $200 a day, it's perfectly fine. All right, guys. Market looks like it's picking up here. Nasdaq starting to roll over here. Kind of feels like it. This is gonna be for the stream here. I'm thinking about shorting. Trying to break this trend line here. I'm gonna short here. Stop's gonna go above that inside bar. I'm gonna try it. See if we can actually get a move down. We're starting to break this trend line here, right here. So there we go. There's a quicker move. I want to see a caboose in here. Maybe we look for a low. Maybe even down to here if the market opens up. Tokyo Open. Might actually, I think we could get some flare here in about 23 minutes, 24 minutes. Get the Tokyo Open. Just a few micros on his take profit trader eval. There's a nice move there. There's 10 points. It's a quick 10 points. And it's a better stop would be up in here, but it's a good, 18 points away. See if we can make a new leg down through that low. Hey, $4 is $4. That's right. Who we got? Yeah, that's a good point, Ryan. Try not to get it back in one trade. That's very good. Good point. Like, when you're down, it's very, very easy to have that mindset of like, if I'm down like $500 and I need to make it back all in one trade, I fall victim to that all the time. When, if you just take your setup and you're in, a few $150, $200 here, $150 here, next thing you know, you're right back in positive territory. As long as you're keeping a nice proper stop. And it's okay to take losses, right? That's the other thing too, is like a lot of times we get these funded accounts and then we start to oversize. And I want to share this with you guys. I've shared this many times, but this is the math behind losing streaks. We'll keep watching this trade here. So this is the math behind losing streaks. Yeah, you guys can see it. But there you go. So like on Edgeful, like these are probabilities that you will lose. I think this is very important, especially for sizing. So let's just say you're an average trader of like a 65% win rate trader, right? So let's say most of your trades throughout the trading day, depending on if you trade discretionary or systematic, you fall right around 65%. Out of 100 trades, the probability of you losing 4 trades in a row is 77%. It's 99% that you could lose 3 trades in a row in a 100 trade sequence. So with that being said, you got to like keep some bullets right in the chamber. So you don't want to go in with 3 minis when you first start your funded trading account, because if you take 1 losing trades or 2 losing trades or 3 in a row, that account is gone. Your account is gone, depending on, your style of trading, of course, but, things like that. Even at a 90%, right? 90% win rate, you're going to get stopped out at least 1 time in 100 trades, right? So, and 63% you're going to get stopped out twice, 2 times in a row. So if you do that, you get caught that 2 times in a row, your account's cooked. So anyways, I love this stat. I love this chart. Are we a short Nasdaq 902? Stopped at 920. Tokyo open here at a few minutes. Well, actually 19 minutes. What was my biggest problem? Struggling to get a payout for 3 years. Going broke on my personal account. I think that was the biggest thing, Captain Crunch. So going broke and not having the money to play the prop firms. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I went broke trading personal money, and you're constantly trying to make back those losses, and you're trying to do it with prop firms. So I just wasn't patient at all. But what kind of clicked with me eventually was getting more financially stable. So I ended up getting more financially stable so I could go back into trading full time again. And then being able to, and then just basically realizing like, what's my risk? Like, what's my risk on this trade right here is what I paid for the account. So I have, this account right here was like, what, $120, $130 for 150K. That's the risk I actually have in this account. When I have this pro account, like what do I have for a risk? It's what I paid for the account, 120 bucks. It's not what I'm seeing on the screen. And that helped alleviate some of my anxieties about trading a funded account. Because I used to get very anxious about taking a trade. Like I'd get in I'd get a brand new XFA, and then I would literally physically get, I'm an anxious person anyway. I've always battled that through my whole life, but I'd physically get very anxious about taking a trade. And now I don't even care. Now, if I get very close to a payout, like if I need like say $100 and I lock in like $2,000 payout, I still get a little bit nervous. I still get the nerves. But yeah. So what's the best way to make a strategy? Time on the screen. Time on the screens is the most, you're literally just looking at stuff. Like I saw this inside bar getting broken. I saw a trend line getting broken here. It's already gone almost 20 points in my favor here. But literally just time. Just observation. I think that's the best way. Getting your 10,000 hours in, staring at the screens. Practicing on inexpensive evals. You take an eval like with Buellanox or Apex. Speaking of Buellanox, I bet I haven't changed my code yet. Look at this. Huh? Look at this banger. Do we hold this low here? Let's lock in a few. Let's lock in one right there. Starts to break even. And then let's look for a runner. Let's look for some runners. I'm actually gonna keep my stop right where it is. Keep my stop just above that inside bar. Tokyo Open comes, it could absolutely flush hard. So let's look for that. It could also bounce, so we don't really know. Anyways, I lost my train of thought there, but Buellanox currently 89% off. When you use code PINE. I'm currently not trading with them myself because they don't have anything but Rhythmic, and I just haven't traded with Rhythmic yet. Well, I have traded with Rhythmic. I just don't want to trade with Rhythmic. So as soon as I get Trade Evade or Trade C or something, I'm gonna switch over. But again, so when they had the Project X, I was loving it. Managed to get a handful of payouts with them, and then now so that is right there, Buellanox. 89% off, option 1, 25K and 50Ks. I never recommend anything over the 50Ks because the activation fee of $149 for the 50Ks is plenty. So just 25Ks and 50Ks, option 1s. 89% off when you use code PINE. And as you see, I got 2 accounts sold on the last deal. So hopefully I can get this up. I only sold 2 accounts last month. Crazy. They got rid of Project X, guys, and I lost so many sales. So many sales. And I love Buellanox. Do I know if they're gonna get Trade Evade or Trade C? I've heard they're gonna get Trade Evade, but I don't know when. I know they gotta be losing business. Tech Review, they gotta be losing like crazy. They must be trying to scramble to get something. Sorry if I missed anyone in the chat. Feel free to ask again. I'm way behind. Yeah, Angel, they don't have manual lockout on Apex yet. No manual lockout yet for all spinning strategy is almost identical to mine. Oh, nice, Dwight. Or D. I keep saying Dwight. It's D-W right. Or D right. I was trading inside outside bars and didn't know it. You solidify my trade. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Kind of the D. I did the same thing. So I would see patterns like this Harami up here, and I would see like a consolidation, right? And I would just be like, oh well, it's like a doji or something. So this when I first started trading, and then I noticed that it was inside and outside bars, and then well, what I did is I went on and was going through the community indicators, and I just, you know, I after I got done putting on the MACD and the Ichimoku clouds and the you know, fib bars and all that stuff, I ended up just putting this on the chart. And I always traded naked charts anyway for the most part, and I noticed, I go, wow, Nasdaq loves to take breaks off these candles. If I just wait for these inside bars to break, you know, I probably can get some nice scalps off it. And that's literally all I did one day. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But that's not what got me to payout. What got me to payout was taking one or two trades, mostly one or two, but mostly one during the New York Open, and just like trying to scalp the volatility. That's what actually got me my very first payout. So now my trading's evolved and a little bit, but yeah, I was just trying to trade the volatility at the open. I would just look for like 17 ticks basically with one or two minis, and I just did that over and over and over again. And yeah, that's what got me to payout. Kind of like the Alpine style, Alpine trader. 250 minutes for counting day on 150K. Let's go. Thinking market should want to displace below. I'm hoping so. We are making a new low. So beautiful break here off this inside bar and trend line. So nice move here. Currently up 36 points and counting. And we are pushing down. Is CL pushing up? No. Interesting enough, CL is not pushing up. So the reason why I like the short to go even more is because of these gaps, right? So these single prints, and if you look, if you look right now, we are eating into these single prints. See this R period? We're eating into that now. It's repairing this market structure. So same thing as fair value gaps. If you guys trade ICT, same thing, inefficiencies, he calls them, whatever, but it really just comes from single prints from market profile stuff. And then that's what we're eating into right now on a 30-minute chart. So beautiful trade here. I'd love to trade them, but no trade evade is deal breaker. Yeah, same me right now. Do you know if you can add the bars on NinjaTrader? I think there is an indicator, but I have no idea. I've seen some people trade it on They have inside bars on Quantower. If you guys trade on Quantower, they have inside bars. Yeah, I don't know, JLB. I've always gotten paid, so. So I haven't made a lot with Fuelnox, but I did have a nice little run in the summertime. So not many payouts with Fuelnox, but here they are. So a nice little run, 5, 6, in May, June, August. Nice little summer run with them. And then I just kind of stopped trading with them. I took multiple payouts with some of these accounts, so. So they pay out pretty good. Pretty fast, no questions asked, but maybe they ran up a kind of account. Who knows? We actually know some people that are in live accounts. Yeah, Goth. Yeah, for sure. What a nice trade here. What's going to happen in 6 minutes, though? What's going to happen in 6 minutes? Yeah, very similar to Apex. Same style of rules. Well, very similar to the old Apex, right? Very similar to the old Apex. JM Hardy, aren't you live with them, or aren't they calling you up to live? I think JM's live Fuelnox trader. Yeah, JM's they moved him up to the live account. I think they're probably gonna change some rules though. I mean, they're kind of behind the times, but been a week. Yeah, I heard it takes a bit. I heard it takes a long time. It's actually like that with Take Profit Trader and stuff when they move you to live. It takes a while. Tokyo opens in a few minutes, Team Massive. Yeah. Guys, do me a favor and smash that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate the support. Thank you for everyone that's been using code PINE as well. Even when I'm on my days off. I still been getting some sales, so I really appreciate that. Guys, can I tell you something? I got 3 hand pays at the casino in one day. 3 hand pays. I went, was it Friday night? Saturday night. Might have been Saturday night. I was on fire. I took a $169 ticket and I turned it into $3,400. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, why do I even trade? I could just play this slot machine. It was just luck, you know, but $3,400 from a $169 ticket after I got the hand pay. So I got the hand pay, right? And I had $169 left on my ticket, my slot ticket, like one of these bad boys. And so I'm like, well, I'm just going to play with $169. And so I did. I went over and I was just playing on the slot with $169. I was there pretty much all day. And I grew it to $3,400. It was insane. I am positive on gambling Real Robot this year. Not by much, but yes, I am up a couple $1,000. Yeah, guys, I got a stack of cash sitting here. You guys want to see a stack of cash? This is PW stuff. I need a money gun. Look at this. That's all casino money. It's all hundreds. It was so stupid. 3 hand pays. they're like, you're having some good luck. And then I got it one hand pay, and it was kind of funny because I just ordered a drink. What's PW stuff? Flashing the money. Flashing the money. But I was just joking. The IRS is walking. That's okay, Witty. The IRS has been reported. So when you get a hand pay, you automatically get reported. That's why I got W-2 forms right here on my desk too. So here's my W-2s. Here's just my stack of cash. Hand pay sucks, then you okay. Yeah, I know, design. I know. Hitting the ones that just under are kind of nice sometimes, right? But anyways. So yeah, when you get hand pays, you have to report it. Automatically. They don't let you leave. But yeah, so anyways, if you guys play casinos, the ones I won on I won on Spooky Links, the Ghost. That was the best one. And then I won on some Boo Bucks, like BOOO, like a Halloween themed one. It kind of sucked. I actually didn't like it. But I actually hit hand pay on that one. That was actually my biggest one. The biggest one I've gotten is $4,600. So that was the biggest one of the night. It was hilarious. I was just laughing the whole time, having drinks. It was fun. And then the other one I did well on was the Quick Links, or Quick Picks, Quick something, I don't know, Quick Picks, maybe. I don't know. I did well on that one. And then I went and played some Baccarat a little bit, did okay on that. But yeah, the slot machines I was hitting. And oh yeah, so I was gonna tell the story. Market's gonna Tokyo Market here in about a few seconds. Oh yeah, so I ordered a drink from the waitress. The waitress was walking around, and so I ordered a drink. And as I'm waiting for her to come back, I was hitting the jackpot. Like it was like in that bonus thing, and it was like going up a lot. And I'm like, and she's like standing there, and I'm paying for the drink, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, she's going, oh, wow, nice. Wow, that's a lot of money. And I'm thinking to myself, now I got to really tip good now, because I hit $4,500 as she's standing there, right? So I gave her a good tip. Just for one drink, she got, 3 times of what the drink costs. Quick hits. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it was funny. Had to tip good, so. I mean, I'm a good tipper, but like I'm not crazy, I don't have so much money where I could just, but when you're hitting the jackpot and you're up, man, I must have been up $7,000 on the day or something. Then I was like, well, I guess I gotta tip good. But yeah, it was hilarious. Went right to the steakhouse after that. All right, Tokyo Open, guys. We're getting the push down. This is looking good on our trade. No need. I don't feel a need to move my stop yet. Really, let's see if we can break that low. We gotta get through that 50s, and we can get into these this gap. Did the boss follow me out? No, but I went and bought one of those cross chest bags after, because I had a pair of sweatpants on, and my wallet was like this thick, because I had money going into the casino too, and then I ended up winning a bunch, so I ended up having like it was over 10,000 in cash on me, and so like my wallet was this thick. It was just bulging out of my. I had quite the bulge coming out of my sweatpants, and it was from my wallet. And so I went and bought one of those cross bags for just, you know, going to the casino or whatever. It was crazy. It was a crazy night. I went back the next day and I ended up losing some of it back though. So they ended up getting a few thousand back off me. But I'm still up. I'm still up on the year. But not a whole lot. But I've been having a lot of fun. A lot of fun just going. It's winter time, so there's not much to do when it's dark and cold and snowing. So a lot of times I like to go to the casino on a weekend, just on the Friday, Saturday night or something. Just go there and chill instead of going to the bar or something, or going bowling or to the movies. You know, that's what I like to do. So. Oh, we're getting that bounce here. The payout should be side-eyeing you. Yeah. 80% of free, still free. Yep. Thank you, JM. Yeah, right, Ryan. Yeah, exactly. Well, we had a nice push down here, holding that gap. Went down to that stubborn 50 level. Still trying to bounce now. Let's look at that golden. Ooh, what a nice trend line break inside bar on gold here. Well, maybe we were trying to go for a little bit too much, but it stops at 920. If we can stay below that VWAP, we're in good shape. I don't like that outside bar. Yeah, if we break this outside bar to the upside, I'm out. So locking in a little bit of profit. Probably going to get back a lot of unrealized. But if we break that to the upside, I'm out. I'm going to call it. So stops moved in 894 on these two runners. Break to the downside. That 60 will be. I think we get down. Start moving down pretty quickly. I hope. But a big reversal candle here. On Asian session, what's the best time Nasdaq moves? The longer the market is open, that's the best, you know. And interesting enough, we are still the ORB 5-minute ORB traders. If their stops at the high, which originally that's what we hopped in, I got scared off this inside bar though. They're still in play. It's just, you know, you got to be real patient with that stuff. 16% of the time we will not break that 983 high. So right now that 983 high, 16%. 16% says throughout the day we'll get a trend day basically off from the first 5-minute bar. Pretty interesting statistic, right? How do you trade it? Very difficult. Very difficult to take a 16% winning strategy and not you know, not mess with it. But yeah, usually right now till I would say 9-10 o'clock. After there's a certain time, Captain, where it really dies off, and it's just like before midnight, like Eastern time. Sometimes it just dies right off. It's like the Tokyo lunchtime, right? Same thing as New York lunch, where it just kind of goes flat, goes sideways. Same thing happens So like, see this right here? Well, actually, no. Well, that looks like a lunchtime. We actually didn't get that much today, but that's what lunchtime looks like usually. They're in New York. Just choppy sideways action. All right, we're getting that cabooshin'. Keep going. I'm gonna lock in a little bit. All right, I'm locked in another one there. Take off that. I'm gonna look for the big runner. Bye-bye account. Oh no, Woody. Yeah, it's really trying to push down now. If you guys are just tuning in, yeah, basically just eating into these zero prints right here on TPO chart, and that's all we're doing. Just repairing the structure. Previous day point of control right down here at 820. That's the previous day point of control. The point of control for today is actually way down here at 24,400. That's the volume point of control and the point of control on a TPO chart. But right down in this 820, we could start to consolidate if it wants to get down there for a minute. There we go. Flush it. Matter of fact, let's look at that 820 as a take profit, that area, because that's where the previous day point of control was from Friday. And it's right in the center of that gap. It could keep running, no doubt. It could definitely keep running and repair all this gap mess stuff from that the old Trump pump. So weak buyers, they call them. Kind of test that area. The most shocking thing to me is that we held the 24,000 by the tick last night. I could not believe that on NQ on the mini. What a nice trade this is. Come on. Beautiful. So if you guys are just tuning in, I went short off this inside bar and trendline break. You see the order here. Right here. Bingo bango. Getting a little bouncy here at 37. Thank you, Fred. What else we got? Hey, Bella, what's up? Dragon, no equities after 8. Can you show me a couple of examples of outside bars, Gary Ray? Yeah, sure. Let's look at that on a 2-minute chart, because these are my favorites generally. Well, for scalping, but well, I'll just go to 5-minute. So here's an outside bar right here. So we swept above and below, and I simply just look for like if it breaks to the downside, I'll go short. Stop goes above here, and that's it. And I'll look for like a 1-to-1 or maybe more. I try to look left. Like, what are we actually targeting? Like, what are we going for? Right now, I'm going for previous day point of control, you know, but maybe there's equal highs, equal lows. But yeah, it's pretty simple. just taking the break. Right now on 2-minute charts, for scalps, they've been working really well. You can see the start tonight. You had some beautiful, like a short off that outside bar, this light pink one, a long off this outside bar. So basically, the whole bar engulfs that previous bar. If you're trading on Tradeovate, I have an indicator, or there's an indicator. It's not mine. Called LDT, inside outside bars, and I just have mine pink, and my inside bar is yellow. So that's it. I'm gonna trail my stop here. Trailing. Yeah, no problem, Gary. Woo! I'm stopped out. Well, that was a nice trade. Stopped myself out. I am going to call it there. Getting a little bounce here off 32. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Please use code PINE if you guys are buying any accounts. Apex, Buellnox, Tradeify, My Funded Futures. See me tomorrow. My Funded Futures, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna go rest up. I had that procedure today. Stomach kind of hurts a little bit, so I'm gonna call it there and try to eat a little something. So appreciate all you guys hanging out. Smash that like button on your way out and use code PINE. PINE with a capital P if you pick up any of those trade day, end of day, or static accounts that we talked about earlier. So PINE with a capital P with trade day. Appreciate everyone. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And tomorrow, My Funded Futures TV at 10 a.m. for 30 minutes. So come hang. I want to see some familiar faces. Come hang tomorrow on My Funded Futures TV so they don't fire me. Right? It's all about It's Hollywood. It's all about viewership. Just kidding. But yeah, so it's awesome to see some familiar faces. So anyways, guys, have a good night. What a banger trade. Up, not much. We got chopped up. Look at this. Look how we got chopped up in this. But it only takes one trade, right? It only takes one trade to get you back out of the hole. And we didn't oversize on it or anything. We just took that nice trade with micros and managed to get up out of the hole. So anyways, guys, trade safe tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow.
On the tree trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the past, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar break, wait, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks inside bar at key.